Hello, Minuteman here. I'm going to be talking today about... A lot of people are going to give me a lot of shit for saying this, but this is actually one of my favorite Star Wars movies. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Always have been. Ever since I was like 6 or 7. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I've always loved this movie. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I really don't. Plot's pretty simple. Basically, there's this faction called the Trade Federation, and well, here's the poster on the back. There's a faction called the Trade Federation, and they've stopped the trading to like Naboo and all these other outlying star systems and stuff like that, which is causing conflict. So these two Jedi Knights, Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, go to the Trade Federation flagship and try to negotiate that issue, and just things from there go to hell from there on. I love this movie. I love it. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about this movie. I mean, everybody says the prequels are horrible. I think they're not the best movies, okay, let's face it, but they're still fun. Like, Episode 1 was really awesome. I always loved Episode 1. I don't give a shit. Episode 2 was pretty good, but it had its moments when it wasn't really that interesting. Episode 3 was awesome. I loved Episode 3. But, and I don't have a problem with Jar Jar Binks all that much. I really don't. I've probably seen this movie at least 100, at least 200 times probably in my life. I mean, this is probably the first Star Wars. This is the first Star Wars movie I've seen in theaters, so it's always gonna have a special part. It's always gonna have a very special spot in my heart. And of course, Episode 1 is famous for Darth Maul. Darth Maul has always probably been one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars franchise. He's very cool. I mean, there's so many good characters in this that, Darth Vader as a kid, Anakin, how cool is that? Still pretty cool. C-3PO, without his brass paneling and stuff, he just wires look kind of goofy, but in a cool kind of way. Unfortunately, these steelbooks are a special edition version. Like, I think this one deserved that. I really like Return of the Jedi. All that nonsense they added to that was so just retarded. This was fine. The pod racing scene, especially how all those extra scenes they added into like the pod race and stuff, was just great. I'm glad they did that. It was really cool. And let's see. Yeah, the special edition added more into this. Like, of course, like I just said, the pod race. There were some other scenes that they were added. Yeah, my favorite part was always the pod race. I've always loved that part. It was very fun, very fast paced, and it sounds amazing on surround sound. And yeah, I mean, it's just basically the start of it all, really. Which is why I always love this movie. It's the start of everything, you know. Which was good. Really cool. Cool movie. I love this one. Episode 2 is cool too. But Episode 1 will always, like I said, have that special point in my heart. And that fucking fight between... the very last fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. Like, when there was that plasma wall that would detract and retract. When it detracted, and Obi-Wan just went out and... with Maul, That was a badass fight. That was fucking sick. And then, of course, Darth Maul is still alive, which is surprising to me because he was alive in the originally. Like if you read a lot of books or like the expanded universe and stuff will explain like how he survived and why and what he did after Episode 1. He basically built spider legs on and was somehow able to survive, but when Disney took over, they made everything non-canon anymore because of the whole. I'm not gonna rant on about it, but anyways, guys, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I'm gonna have to give it like a. I probably shouldn't give it this high of a score. I'm gonna have to give it a 9 just because I love it so much. But like I said, I don't care what everybody says. This is a fucking fun, fantastic movie. Excuse me. But that's all I got on this one, guys. I love this movie. If you love it too, I'm glad. If you don't love it either, if you don't love it, then that's fine too. Everybody's different. That's all I got. See y'all later.